Hey folks, welcome back to another Dice Tower preview. I'm Mark, and today we're voyaging across the Pacific in Moana Nui. This one's for 2 to 4 players, ages 12 and up, and plays in about 45 to 60 minutes. You'll set sail into uncharted waters, searching for new islands, fresh resources, and a place to call home. But you're not alone. Rival voyagers are racing across the same archipelago, and only one clan will leave a lasting legacy. The game begins with 6 starting tiles, forming the first discovered islands. From there, each player has their own stack of tiles to draw from, so no 2 voyages ever feel quite the same. Your warriors are split between your village, ready to act, and your reserve, waiting for their big entrance. That pacing makes your growth feel steady as your people slowly spread across Moana Nui. On your turn, you'll gather resources from places that you control, always in order: wood, then fish, then stone, then shell. Next comes your discovery. You place a new tile into the archipelago, expanding the world with forests, fishing waters, and rocky shores. That placement sets your tempo for the round. The more edges your tile touches, the more action points you earn. Those points drive your choices, whether you're settling new land, training warriors into your war council, or moving across beaches and shallow waters. And if you've got units waiting in your council, you can even bring in 2 at a time for just a single point. Every turn feels like pushing your clan's story forward. At any point, you can also construct a building, but only 1 per turn. These structures are milestones. They reshape the game. Huts speed up travel and bring more villagers into play. Canoes let you turn wood into fish and sail off to empty shores. Temples clear neighboring units when built and raise the conflict threshold of their island. And meeting houses not only boost defenders, but can also score for every clan nearby. So yes, you can build it, but suddenly everyone else wants a piece of it too. And of course, the islands don't stay peaceful forever. When 5 or more units from rival clans gather on an island, it tips into conflict. Now there's 2 types really. You have land battles and you have the shallows. So in land battles, erupt across adjacent tiles, fought strength against strength. However, shallow battles can spark across water on the same tile at any time, but they come at a cost. Attackers immediately lose units equal to the defender's strength before the fight even begins. Every clash reshapes the map. Defenders retreat to their war council, attackers return to their villages, and sometimes the smallest units left standing become the ones that claim the shore. And so, that's the heart of Moana Nui. Control is always shifting. You don't have to stand directly on a space to own it, you just have to be the closest. Sometimes presence alone wins the beach, other times it's surviving a nasty clash. The island feels alive, constantly changing hands like the tide itself. And when the final voyages end, your legacy is counted. Every land segment you control is worth points, doubled if it's part of a completed island. Buildings bring their own points, doubled again if you still have units there. Tiebreakers reward clans that developed most fully, then those who spread the widest. And if they're still tied after all that, well, then you can just share the glory. Moana Nui isn't just about placing tiles, it's about discovery, growth, conflict, and legacy. From the first islands revealed to the final score, every placement, every movement, and every clash tells the story of how your people carved out their place in a new world. Alright folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview, and everything you've seen here has been in prototype form, so keep a close eye on the campaign for any changes that still may occur. Now, that said, as you can imagine in a game like this, you're building out this world, and every time you build it out, it's going to be different from game to game, which is really cool. But you'll also have this tug of war, this real sense of trying to come out on top as you grab the land and the resources in order to build buildings. And just because you build a building doesn't mean it's yours. You could easily have it stolen away from you to get those points at the end of the game for others. So you have to be real careful and mindful about how and where you build those buildings to benefit you the most. And I really like that aspect. And they have a really handy, really nicely done guide for what it costs to build the buildings, as well as outlines what you can do in your turn. And I really like games that have really well done reference guides, and they did a good job here. This game, it does feel like a race. You're trying to get the most of your villagers out and take over that land. So if you enjoy games with world building, tile placement, managing those resources, and conflict, this might be right up your alley. But folks, ultimately, if it looks like something of interest to you, I'm sure they'd appreciate your support. So I think that's it for me, and until next time, we'll see you at the table.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.